All right, listen, appreciate you guys jumping on. Topic today is the boot camp, right? So it's guys, it's been an extraordinary week. So let me just start off. Thank you for everybody who tuned in to watch me at Black Enterprise. Listen, I know I veered off on a lot of questions, but I attempted to bring it back. My thing was it was one of the biggest platforms for the university, so I wanted to get out who I was so they could just just feel me, right? Because a lot of the questioning, the way we kind of set up the moderator, uh, we couldn't keep it too segmented. So that's why I went into the stories to kind of, take people on the ride. And the reception after was amazing. That's the part you guys didn't see, the amount of people that just, kind of rushed the stage after. Then they kind of pushed me off to the back where I then met, Earl Graves, the current president and CEO of Black Enterprise. So we had a long conversation together. As people waited outside, they didn't even leave. So once I got outside, it was another reception of people. So the love and support was definitely appreciated. So with that particular platform, there's a lot more coming with those guys based on what happened and how short notice we were able to just kind of put things together. It wouldn't have been possible without you guys. Just so you know that I know what I know, but the university would not be possible without the members. Period. So I owe a lot to you guys in that, and then all the messages that I got even after. It took me like a day to like process so much that was happening. Messages from all types of people. The second major thing that happened was Particle, which is the DAO that buys high-end art. I had reached out, not even reached out to them, but just strategically in a sense where I created, I bought my NFT from them on one of their first, actually the first painting that was sold at a Sotheby's auction and paid in crypto. So I reached out to them and showed them the plaque that I created, and now they're reaching back with wanting to do some sort of partnership. So again, another our wins at the university wins. We're also talking about them coming on board to speak to us in regards to like their company, their NFT project. So the next few months we're going to start to bring in people within their respective industries within crypto to come speak to us. So you're not always looking at Champ and I. We have a girl from London who's going to be, she has a NFT course book. So she's going to come in and speak to you guys about NFTs. Extraordinary individual. She's an attorney also. She has some great products in the blockchain crypto space. So that's probably going to be our first guest introduction to the university, and that's just going to be steady moving along. The phones are ringing off the hook right now. It is unbelievable, the type of stuff. So that means that we're going to be on the road a lot more. The university just is going to keep running. We just have to automate the situation. So before I dive deep into like you guys not seeing me, consistently, Champ and I came up with Bootcamp 101. Again, the biggest question and you guys came in late October, November. So that was the first round of students. It was all about futures, right? The issue was we didn't give you guys a good foundational understanding of crypto in the overall market at that time. But you did what you did. And a lot of you are like, you've taken off. You guys are bringing me ideas and projects and stuff. So with the new group coming in, it's the same questions. Like, where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? Even with the one-on-one ebook, we realized that people are booking one-on-one consultations with us. Just still not, the book's just not resonating. And I spoke to you guys about this, some of you, offline. People just want access to a mentor, right? Not just a book that they just read, right? Champ and I, clearly we can capture the audience and keep you guys entertained with, all things crypto, as Chinese as it was in the beginning. So you guys pretty much, we were all side by side holding hands on this journey together. But now with the new group coming in, I need them super knowledgeable on all things crypto, right? Because even on the passive plays, everybody's like not really in a good position because they don't know how to transfer wallets. They don't know how to use this. So I take full accountability for that. And this is where we created the Bootcamp 101. Bootcamp 101 is 2 weeks, Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, 7 to 9 for 2 weeks. So you have 4 sessions, right? We'll break down what each session is. So I'm going to share the screen with you guys. And then what this is going to do is it's going to give, and some of my current students, it may not be the thing for you guys because we're really reviewing everything from A to Z. And then once you see it, just let me know if it is something for you, or if it's not, then I understand, because you guys have already been with us for months and you basically had to learn a lot of the stuff on your own. But anybody new, I'm telling you, this is the one. We only wanted to accept 40 individuals. We're looking at group sizes of 10 for the class, so that way we give everybody like just that personal attention. So we're pushing it up to 100, only because that event for Black Enterprise has, like, you know, just crashed a lot of systems right now with people that just want to get into the course. So I'm going to give first opportunity to all VIP members really on this one. Anybody non-member, there's a particular price for them, and it's a lot more. It's actually $500 more than a non-member. But it's just so much easier for you to become a member to get access to the group. But then at 100, I have to cap it. So what's going to happen after probably the third session, Champ and I are going to start pre-recording the same curriculum. Well, you just won't see us live, but it would be in the same setting, right? Given the same way, with the same homework and quizzes and things like that. So once it's pre-recorded, that's just going to live, and it's just going to be automated. Of course, it'll be discounted because you don't have us. And then every once in a while, we'll jump into a course and you know, grab a one-on-one group, or Champ would take it, you know, full time from there and decide what the schedule is. 2 weeks, Tuesday, Thursdays, everything's going to be pre-recorded, guys. So if you miss something, I'm not saying you should miss something, but if you miss something, you'll have the recording that evening after, and then you'll have homework for the next session. So session 1 would give you homework for session 2, we'll give you homework for session 3, and then session 4 is graduation day. And that's kind of a recap with Q&A. And then what's next, right? Because everybody wants to know, okay, what's happening next. So I'm going to share the screen.
I'm gonna do it.
Everybody see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So guys, there's 3 phases, and this is going to be consistent throughout the university right now. It's mindset, preparation, execution, right? There is no more time. They have attacked the first stable coin. They're going to attack a few more stable coins, and then the regulations are going to come in. The G7 summit is going, this is one of the major topics by all world leaders right now, is the stable coin. This train has already left the yard. You know what I'm saying? Once the United States regulates the stable coin, this is in the exact order again. So now back to Crypto Moses, and the Oracle will tell you the same way. Tether is going to be taken into court. Period. They're already in court in New York and New York and California.
Yeah.
Government's going to bring them in, right? That's going to be the control. Tether, you can't manipulate their algorithm the same way that you can with Luna. Luna just did too much in their system, right? Being backed by Bitcoin, and you know, I saw it coming. I wasn't interested in it. I've never told you guys to purchase that unless it was like a spot play, and we might have had Luna maybe once or twice, right? So they crashed. We're talking about a $50 billion market cap that was up for grabs. USDC, guys, is the government approved stablecoin. It has every financial institution on board with them, right? And then Champ, you could just go ahead, and the last piece of information that you posted, just go ahead and give them kind of that recap with the USDC, and then we'll jump right into the boot camp.
Okay. So USDC again is going to be the preferred stable coin for the United States, and as you see, they've already attacked the previous ones. All of the stable coins that were the big boys in the room, they all dipped. They all had a big retrace during the Luna situation and the UST situation. But we already know, and we've known this for a while now, a long time, that USDC was going to be the one. So we're going to continuously see these attacks. And as we see these attacks, just know it's going to create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's FUD, right? For anybody who doesn't know, that's going to create a little bit of tension and disarray and fear inside the market. Anybody who knows what happens when the fear and greed index is super high, it's going to be in the red. Normally the market dips. So we're still not at the bottom of what's going to happen right now in the space, but just know this is all manipulated. This is all manufactured. They've done this on purpose just so they can usher in regulations.
So listen, homework for you guys is research the company called Circle, right? Because this is the reason this is all this is happening. Institutional guys are getting 4% return, right, by staking USDC. So we get 3.3% a day with DeFi projects, right? Super high risk. These guys are in a low risk environment making 4%. Guys, they're not playing with the money we're playing with. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars at 4% a month. It's a 30-day term, right? So this is where the industry is going now with the institution. I'm all for it. The institutional money is what's going to make us all wealthy at the end of the day. So what I would say is, dollar cost averaging, as we see dips, you're going to see the last occurrence. You're going to see a major dip. They're going to put fear in everybody. Do not leave the university. Do not sell your holdings. If you do want to sell, hit me or Champ in the back. I'll buy all the XRP. I'll buy all the H bar from y'all. And even as a gift, I'll even give you a little bit more than what the market is charging at that moment. And then you hit cancel. I'll even refund you the $50 out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because when the lights come back on again, it's just all about wealth talk. Part 2 was creating the elite. I know that we are very close to things happening. So the elite is just a VIP group that's going to take people to another level now. Now, what do we do with this wealth, right? I have a skill set in real estate, and my next project, I actually just got a project too. So I'm going to carry everybody from the university into my project. So you see intimately how I go from some shit looking terrible to some shit fixed up to it finally selling, right? So that way you guys can see my genius at work in the space that I'm the most comfortable with. And when I say comfortable, not that I'm not comfortable in crypto, but I don't own any of these platforms, right? I have a crazy relationship with crypto. Like the hairs on my face are gray because of crypto right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like a running joke. Like for every 1 year in crypto, it's like 10 years of your life. This is like dog years in here. So Champ and I don't want y'all, really losing yourself. Hence, we've took the brunt of everything going back from 15. You guys are coming in at a great time. Even the XRP play, guys, at 31 cents, if you're able to pick that up, listen, I've been through so much with that company. I have low entries, 3 cents and stuff like that. But even at the 31, I was selling lower than that when they went to court. And it wasn't even so much the panic at the time. I think it worked out perfectly because it had me looking at the broader market, because Champ would tell you, I was 100% in with XRP.
Maxis.
Yeah. So mindset, preparation, execution. Everybody on this call really needs the mindset situation. What's about to happen in the next, probably by October, November, we're talking about the Great Depression. It's going to be bigger, and not in the sense of, the crash in the sense of how people suffered, but I think because of social media and just media, the way they exasperate things, it's going to be polarizing, right? So we're already at $6 in Pennsylvania in premium. You're going to see national average around $8 to $10, guys.
$10,
average, regular, right? So now we have to figure out ways to supplement our income. I posted in the VIP group for all the members. We were 100% last week on spot calls. 100%. Where you sold, 100%. I don't have no control over that. What leverage you put in, if you got stopped, if you listen to the leverage calls, we were at 100% last week, and that was when the market wasn't even moving. Understand? So mindset, I'm going to bring you into my world. Champ's going to add some stuff from his world of just how we rise in the morning, and a lot of this stuff is in the health stuff, but we're going to really give you the nuances and recipes and things you should be doing, right? Because that's the only thing that keeps me from not going crazy. Because we're talking about when that incident happened, you guys weren't holding Luna, but there were guys that, YouTubers, crypto Twitter people that committed suicide. A lot of people died that USC crash. So we just want to all be in position of this mindset. So have to mute everybody.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. All right. So the mindset's going to be a big thing, especially in the times that we're in right now, guys. Hyperinflation is no joke. Food shortage is coming. It's already here, but it's really coming. The baby food shortage, that's coming. Ladies, if you're pregnant and you're breastfeeding, they've lowered the efficacy of the food that they're putting out right now. Yeah, the formulas. Chill out. I'm being real honest with you. Chill the fuck out. Figure out ways to naturally give these babies nutrients. They are playing a dirty game right now. You understand? They are playing a dirty game. So yes, this is all crypto talk, but at the end of the day, we're all kind of in this mess together. And I feel it's a duty, since you guys are investing, to understand what's happening out here and what's going to continue to happen. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but we needed a reset. I'm gonna be honest with you. We really, really did need a reset. So with that said, right, the dollar's crashing. It's the first time that the fiat is going to be disrupted by digital technology. The government's in on this, guys. The shit is here already. So when, and I'm going to address this later to the peanut gallery from Black Enterprise. So when I make that jarring statement of blockchain to keep white men honest, they're going to keep doing what they're doing, right? So we do know that these guys have strong control over it, but what you don't want is you don't want them controlling your mind and thinking that we can't make them be honest. So when I say that, meaning when Skyton coin drops, that particular ecosystem is going to be honest. They can't manipulate that system, right? So that's what I'm saying. The ecosystems within crypto would be honest. If you want to play with white institutions in the game that they're going to play with this, by all means, you know what I'm saying? By all means, rock it out. Because if you're making good money with them in the system now, then continue to stay with those guys. If you're not, and you're cut off to a lot of situations, then you may want to look to try to do something a little bit different when this new system is put in place. We are at the same point during the dot-com era. You're seeing a whole bunch of, and crypto is nothing but tech and software, guys, right? These are companies that are going to, the minute they become mass adopted, they're going to, Amazon, Apple, Google, everybody's going to start partnering with them because they have the technology to make things more efficient, right? What the technology is going to allow also, which is a downside, is a lot of these jobs that you guys have now are going to be they're going to be gone with the technology. So now you have to figure out where the new economy is going to lie. So after leaving this boot camp, you would be prepared to not only teach others, right? So we're going to encourage you to listen, create a consultation to get newbies in. So instead of, what I don't want you guys to do is don't focus on your friends and family who don't want to get involved in crypto. Do not waste your time. I've been there. I did it for 6 or 7 years, guys. You're going to sound crazy to them. You're going to waste your time and energy. Spend that time understanding more about crypto. Spend that time more in the Discord. We are your friends and family now when it's all about crypto talk. I'm not saying leave them behind, but at the end of the day, when guys are cashing in on information, right, it doesn't flow to the African-American community like that. So a lot of guys, they take off, they're in these institutions, they're indoctrinated into high-level schools, but they never go back and help others, right? So I'm here to assist with that. Do not, again, spend time with your friends and family talking crypto. All you have to do is ask them one time. If you don't see the interest, they'll come to you when they're ready. But at that time, we already know the entries that we're in right now, they're not going to have those entries. So if somebody doesn't have a wallet in these times to purchase the coins that we are starting to give you, do not force it on them. I'm still holding crypto for friends and family, for their, for daughters and my goddaughters and stuff like that. And these guys still didn't get wallets for their kids. Understand? So I want you guys to focus on just expanding your knowledge in crypto and not letting somebody else hold you back. Not everybody is supposed to make it. That's just the way the game is played, right? When you just look at it, it's all hierarchy in here. The guy who has the most information that could apply it, with a few other factors, usually that's a successful strategy. Mindset, preparation, and execution, right? So I'm gonna share the screen again. Everybody see the screen? Champ, screen's good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We good.
2 weeks, Tuesday, Thursday, 7 to 9. There's going to be days where it goes a little bit over. We're not keeping you up all night. I don't want to be up all night, but we've timed it perfectly. 3 phases: mindset, preparation, execution. Now, here's what you're going to get. And some of you already have this, so don't worry about the value and if you have something already. You may have missed some chapters in these things. We're going to dig into it because I know for a fact there's things that we're teaching that you guys haven't learned yet. So every student is going to receive the 101 book, right? This is the original value of it. It's 100. It's on sale now for 29. Cool. The security guide, most of you have it already. $200 value. It's on sale now for 100. So we're talking about, you know, the value of that. Everyone's going to get this here, right? Everyone's going to get a free t-shirt. You're going to get a discount code. You go in, you make the purchase, put the discount code in, everything's zeroed out, t-shirt to be sent to you. If you already have the t-shirt, just hit me and say, Steve, listen, I want another one of the t-shirts from the university, and whichever one you see on there, I'll arrange a discount code for you, and you can grab anything that you want on there. All right. And then you have the 8 hours, right? So 8 hours, 4 sessions, 2 hours a day, Tuesdays and Thursdays, with Champ and I live. There's going to be some days where Champ might open or I might open and he comes on after, or vice versa. So we're talking about 14 years of combined experience, guys. We have that at a $6,500 value. Understand this. My price has just went up. My price has just went up, right? That talk the other day, my prices just went up. Champ's included in that too. And the good part about the exposure is once we have more students coming in, it's the community is going to be super swole and more active, right? Because we've had some of our early guys, they kind of got quiet. We know which ones they are, but you know, everybody's just going through life right now. So again, we're just going to get this energy charged back up again and making sure that everybody's engaged in Discord. So here's the kicker. So we're going to give everybody USDT. It's going to be $20 worth, right? We're going to give you our top currencies for you to invest that 20 in. So what it's going to teach people is, one, it's going to teach you, you're going to see money coming into your wallet, right? After the setup. And then you're going to know how to buy spots. Then you're going to know how to hold spots. And then you're going to know how to transfer spots to your cold storage wallet, right? These are all long-term holds, guys. We're not focusing on any short-term plays. 90% of the crypto industry is going to crash. Understand this. 90% of these coins aren't going to be around with mass adoption. A lot of these exchanges won't be around either. So I know a lot of you guys are worried about Tether because we all buying it. Don't worry about that right now. There'll be enough time to before the smoke goes. And I'll be honest, Tether might even be able to show that money too, because there's going to be institutions that are already backing them, and there's room for multiple stable coins. So we're good. But if you look at all the USDC pairings that just came about in the last week, you'll be fine. So even if Tether did crash, there's other pairings, guys. Your value of your crypto that you had doesn't go away. We just need to make sure that there's an XRP has another pairing. There's 100 pairings already for every coin that we give you. Do not worry about it. So we got the cashback situation, and then blockchain consultant. That's not what we do here, but crypto consultants, 6-figure salary, guys. You can turn these talks and your knowledge into income for your friends and family or your network. A lot of you own businesses. Start to implement this stuff. So when you talk in the sense of a service, and we would assist you with that, because in the course, you're going to get coursework. You're going to have prerequisites of things that you need before you get on a call. If you don't have this stuff, guys, you're wasting your time, and we're not answering any questions if we give you the prerequisite. Right? If we tell you need this, you got to order your ledger, boom, 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 boom. Please have everything ready. So that way, by the time we get to that last session, everybody's locked and loaded and knows everything, all things cryptocurrency today. But all things cryptocurrency today doesn't mean that it's not going to change tomorrow, right? The technology is changing. Even the MetaFee situation we put out, the way you fund is different, right? So we have to kind of constantly keep up with this. But all of it is common sense. Once you understand how the instructions were given, you should be able to flow into any changes in crypto. We're not here to like keep up with all of this. I signed up for KuCoin years ago. What they're doing now is totally different, right? I can't recreate my sign up at this point, so I'm relying on you guys. When you have questions, you know, let us know that something changed. Bring it back to the group. This is the super value add of the group. So we have close to $7,000 in just value. Member price right now, guys, $497. Non-member price $997. So if you're not a member, hit that become a member for $50 a month. Even if you cancel, you're going to get this for $500 off, right? Now there's two things with the pricing, and I'm going to skip over the pricing. Let's just go into the days first. So day one, and you'll have the link to the site and you'll be able to all sift through this at your time, right? Day one, introduction to Champion I. Day one, mindset, health, and wellness. Guys, we need to get this out the way. You guys have to start breathing a little bit deeper and stretching. We're holding a lot of tension and pressure in our body, which is what's causing us to react and be very reactive. And in these times right now, we're going to be super reactive because of the way things are going to be. Even if you're not in a bad position, people to the left and the right of you are going to be, we're all going to feel it. We're all going to feel it, unless you just are that type of person that just doesn't have feeling. And that's a whole nother topic. Again, cryptocurrency, stablecoin, blockchain, smart contracts. We're going to break down each one and what it means, right? And how to apply it. These are some of the biggest ones, guys. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper than what we gave you guys. And then each of the sectors of crypto, right? So every sector, every market, how it applies. Understand, it's just like the stock exchange now. You have so many sectors within it. Crypto is going to be the 12th sector in the S&P. It's already been said. Every institution knows this. This is going to be its own sector. So understand. So when you have this knowledge, you have to go deeper. This is not about waiting for XRP or VeChain or HBAR to take off. No, this is about you adding value. And when those positions come up, you can raise your hand and put your hat in the ring right now. 4% of the world's population is in crypto right now. So who's getting the jobs? We all have the opportunity to get the jobs. And even if it's not like a full-time employment, just consultation alone, I can tell you what these guys are paying, guys. People are paying over almost $1 million to build out metaverse space. That same metaverse space that we've met in a few times that the university has, that would cost easily $100,000 on activation for somebody to throw an event in there. Easily. So I'm just telling you that do not take this skill set lightly. We are going to show you how to build in the metaverse, right? And the way that technology is set up now, you can hire, you don't need to know how to code. You can hire people on Fiverr to do certain things. You can go to certain sites and pull particular files that work for the metaverse, 3D, and we'll expand on that once we get into that development side. So the university is going to, once the foundational understanding comes in, we keep you abreast of the news, definitely the DeFi projects, but then we're going to start to show you guys how to start to build these layer ones, layer twos moving forward in the university. Cryptocurrency rate. So terminology, we got to be able to talk. I can't say something that is not, just to sidestep you guys. And then you have homework for session 2, and then we end with a Q&A. Day 2, our top 2 exchanges. Again, if you have it, that's cool. KuCoin, and this is for all my new people. KuCoin and Coinbase is what we're going to go with. So everybody, the prerequisite is going to make sure that you have that account. Crypto tax guide. Listen, the setup with the exchanges, guys, I still know people to this day that have had these exchanges that don't have any security on them at all. So we're going through the entire setup in the back end to show you how to be secure in these things. You're going to get it off onto cold storage anyway, but you need to have those exchanges secure. Tax guide. We're getting to that point now, guys, where you're going to have to know how to submit these things to your tax consultant, or if you're doing them yourself, you need to know what to do with them. These are all considered short-term investments. There are some countries overseas now that are saying, I think it was Germany, if you had crypto in the last year or so prior, they're not taxing it moving forward, right? I don't think Biden's doing that one, but if for some reason they decide not to tax it, then that's a plus for us. Ways to make money in crypto. Coin market cap. This is an important one. We're going to show you how to read projects. This is Champ's specialty right here. We're going to show you how to read the market caps. We're going to show you how to, when somebody comes to me and they're like, yeah, Steve, I can't wait till Joe gets to $5. How can it get to $5? It's going to need X amount of trillions of dollars in market cap for it to get to that point. So you could differentiate by looking at a project what it needs. So if the market cap is only 1.3 or $1.285 trillion, how can Doge possibly get to $5 right now? They're going to need $200 trillion to come in, guys. It's common sense shit. We're going to give you the equation so you know the math on all these projects, right? You need to start exploring the projects when Champ gives them to you. You need to start understanding how he found them, which he's going to, he's going to tell you, and then how he analyzes them, right? And this is where the group work comes in, because if you find something, then everybody should be giving out spots on projects. Well-researched. And then when you come back to the group, you're not just dropping a link, you're dropping information. Like, listen, I did the research. This project looks good. I was given a project the other day totally, champ, I fudged it. I didn't even tell you that. The shit was like 20 cents. It went up to $23. The guy, it was such a gift. It but it's with so much going on, right? So now when those type of things come to me from those particular individuals, I'm just gonna put them in the group. You guys need to just grab it and do the due diligence because I may not have the time and Champ may not have the time. It boomed in less than a month and it stayed steady even with the crash. 23 cents to $23 in less than a month. Solid project too, and I'll release that to the group. But I think there's still room for growth in that one. So coin market cap is important. Spot calls. This is going to be how you guys fish. And then think about it, guys. When there is news and you start picking up news because you know how to trade futures, don't wait on me to make a call, right? Something's coming to Coinbase. Something's a new coin is coming, a KuCoin and things like that. All these things boom every single time. You're looking at 30% increase just in new coins that hit certain exchanges. So you could be, if it's trading in futures, you could be ready for that. And the minute it launches, trust me, 20x that shit. And you're going to get some shit paid for that day. So we're going to start opening that stuff up. So again, how to analyze projects, the coin market cap, the pricing, and then homework for session 3 with a Q&A at the end. Session 3 would be what is a spot and how to buy it, sell and transfer, crypto wallet overview, the investment setup. So this is where we give you the 4 coins. You'll have them, by 2, we'll tell you guys how to get your wallet addresses to us, and then we'll transfer the USDT to your wallet. And then in session 3, we'll all be buying together. This is super important. Guys, there's coins. $20 doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're sitting on just even 5 XRPs, right now, we're talking about, listen, when this court case is over, it's $5 to $20 easy, right? So I'm just telling you that don't look at these things as like 41 cents right now. That is not the true value of these. These coins are actually projects, solid tech projects with institutional money behind them. It's like a bull in a gate, just ready to just charge. That coin is going to be easily $10,000. It is going to control the world. So today you might think it's 5, but tomorrow it could be 50,000. It will change your circumstances, guys. This is a long-term game. This is not, you've seen all the NFT shit. Everything that rose and went crazy in the last year or so is done right now. That stuff's not happening. Guys you have to start looking at this thing through a clear lens. You have to follow the way that the institutional guys are looking at it. All they care about is infrastructure, right? So when you go to build, you don't care about a house first, right? You care about the land. You care about the road that's going to take you to that house. That's where the value comes. This is the exact same strategy the institutions are going to use. They don't go as deep as us. So we know the infrastructure and we know the layer 1s that are being built right now. And we could even go layer 2 and 3 with projects. We're taking chances on a lot of the other stuff, but all we need is 1, right? We got about 10, but all we need is 1. Cold storage overview. Guys, you have to have these cold storages. I would say get multiple ones. If Ledger went out, you could always, as long as there's another company that's using that 24, passcode, it's transferable easily. It's the same technology. So do not worry if cold storages go out. There's going to be another company there. Ownership, guys, we can't sit back and just think that we're going to make wealth in coins, right? So this is where I'm going to, after this class, I'm removing myself from this university on a daily roll. I'm not answering shit anymore on IG and all that stuff. It's taken away from my time. I want to have my own cold storage company, right? I want to develop my own projects. And when I say I am sitting in the thick of it, along with Champ. When the opportunity arises for you guys to come, our first investors within the projects are going to be university students first, meaning you could have equity play in the first Black-owned XYZ because we are not represented in these marketplaces. We all will have ownership in some type of project in cryptocurrency, fucking with me, my right hand on everything. I'm not going to get wealthy on just these coins. We will have a product that will move and change circumstances for people, period. And barrier of entry is not going to be difficult either. So if I sent out a couple of things to show you that Ripple the company that owns XRP, is in pre-IPO right now. We can set you up with getting the shares. The problem is when you go to investment firms, if they even take your call, right? Because a lot of them are already in Ripple. If they take your call, you're going to need at least $250,000 for them to even touch anything. The lowest you might find out there is 100,000, right? That's if you're invited. So again, barrier of entry. Even if you have the information, even if you have the money, you may not even get into that exclusive group. We have a company that's a tech company that has lowered the barrier of entry, so we could all benefit from having Ripple stock right now. It's $48.50. They're even giving out bonuses when you buy. So the other day, if you bought by a certain time, you could have got 1,000 XRP on Uphold. Uphold is another company that's pre-IPO, right? BitPay is pre-IPO. So Uphold is going to be an exchange that's going to be here for the future, guys. $11 pre-IPO. BitPay is already partnered with Shopify. They're in talks with Amazon. Those are the guys that are, that's the technology behind, you being able to pay for crypto all over the web moving forward in the future. That pre-IPO is $11, guys. So it's still a $10,000 entry, but it's better than 100,000. So even if collectively we found a way to just make this happen, if you don't have the 10, then we'll work on something. Everybody needs to have shares on the stock exchange for these IPOs. Now you ask, if the companies don't come to fruition, the money is 100% refundable, but it is sitting in escrow. So that's one of the only things. We're going to be introducing that to you guys. And then Q&A. So day 4, that's our graduation day. It's basically what's next, other ways of making money in crypto. So of course we'll get them into the futures. Guys, you have to understand the thing about futures. We're probably a few months away from the charting course. Everybody's asking for it, right? I'm not going to be the one to teach it. I don't have the time, and that's why I just didn't want that commitment on my back. So I'm working with, I've narrowed it down to about 2-3 guys who already have existing courses, and it'll just be Skyton approved. You guys will take the courses with them. I'm trying to get them to have all of us on the same time so we can be together. And then you'll have, that's the last piece that you need. And then you'll come back to me as far as the projects to know. So basically I have a software that's a code that's put into TradeView, and it's going to give you the alerts, right? So I'm not sitting here all day like trying to figure out what my alerts come in, and then I'm charting, right? So I'm going to give everybody access to the alerts. And then once you pair it with the charting, and charting is something that you can do on your own right now. I got a ton of guys in the group that do this, self-taught the same way I didn't take a course. So it's not difficult. And we also have there's a charting manual that I think Kev might have gave us on the first day that's still in Telegram in the pinned messages in the VIP. You can grab that and slowly start to read it just to get familiar with it, right? And then once you get the software to put into TradingView, all ball game, guys. Understand, every institution is building out a trading desk. You are trading before they're trading. And I'm not saying that they're not trading for themselves personally, but they're not trading for clients. So now you have another skill set. You're able to read projects, you're able to read charts, and you're able to trade futures. That's going to be the future stock market or options in a sense. You guys have that skill set already. You're just missing 1 or 2 components to where it's like Steve removes himself, you guys are good, right? 100% last week, the worst time ever. The market it's down, but it's a little bit easier to read because when all of it's flowing and pumping, it's like this. It's erratic, right? That's why we have to sell. And now I got plays just sitting in here. I'm just moving up my stop losses, taking some profit. Things are flowing nicely. Things don't really, they're not supposed to go like this and like this, like all day. That's just market manipulation at its best. Now it's quiet. The money's coming in, guys. They poured a shitload of money in yesterday and today. So Monday, strap up. The shit's gonna boom. And then joining the Discord group, working everybody through what the channels are, how we communicate, where we communicate. There's a lot of people that Discord is seems super confusing. But when you pick the sectors that you want to pick, then you'll know where to go for that conversation and for the information. And then of course a Q&A, and then just, light little graduation day. We will be hosting a live situation, at some point. I definitely want to get you guys in one room in one city, for a couple of days and nights to really rock out. And I got some shit planned for that. right? That's going to blow your mind. Totally outside of crypto too. That's a fully immersive situation. Definitely tied to nature. So if you're not kind of a nature person, it might not be the thing for you, but you might want to get into nature. So after the boot camp, go ahead, champ, about that.
All right. So after the boot camp, this is what you guys are going to gain. You're going to have a strong foundational understanding in crypto, right? Because we're going to give you the landscape. Then you're going to have full understanding of cryptocurrency terminology, right? As we discussed, you got to have the lingo. You got to be able to rock that out. Here, let me use this screen since he's sharing.
Let me stop my screen.
Yeah, I can see the Discord is in the way.
Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? Yeah, pull it up. You have the website, right?
Yeah.
Pull it up on your own because I want to do that. I want to drop the link in Discord while you're talking.
All right. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me pull this up.
And while he's doing that, guys, understand the member's price is $500 lower than the non-member's price. I'm only posting the stuff inside the VIP group right now for the link and the discount code. So when you go in, you're going to see the price as the full price, but then you have to enter the discount code to get the discount. Here's the second. Well, after Champ goes through the other one, I'm going to give you the second part too.
All right. You're going to have overall confidence in understanding the news, the current events, and how it's going to affect the markets, right? So that'll teach you how to effectively move. You won't have to wait for Steve and I's call to tell you what to do. You'll know. You will automatically be trained to know, hey, this is what's happening. Now I need to do this to secure myself or properly position myself. You'll know how to research projects themselves, right? This gives you the ultimate power. You know, this is my thing, right? I'm a data person. I'm an information person. Having information is key to everything. This is what makes you profitable, especially in this space, right? Knowing what's going on currently, knowing how to research things, knowing what situations going on in the world will affect this project in a positive or negative way, right? And that'll teach you how to move effectively. You'll know how to buy, sell, deposit, withdraw, trade, and transfer crypto, right? One thing I've noticed on our consultations, a lot of people, this is what they fear. They literally have a fear of moving their crypto. Once someone has showed them how to buy something, they don't know what to do. They're scared, and that itself is not a great place to be, right? That will make you lose money because one mistake, as we're vets, Steve and I are both vets, and we've literally made this mistake, both of us individually, before we knew each other and now, present day. It happens, right? So you have to be detail oriented. You have to know what you're doing in order to be effective and move right. We are going to teach you how to protect your digital assets and yourself from all the dangers in the space. That's why we always preach to you guys about getting your coins off of exchanges. Like if it's on the exchange, you don't control it. Without having control of something, you're always susceptible to something happening because it's out of your control. You're going to have a clear view of crypto and blockchain to now be able to enter into those job markets. And we're talking 100,000 plus annual salaries, right? Blockchain consultant makes 107,000 annually. So once you gain the knowledge from here, just as Steve said before, you now can put your hat in the ring and you can say, hey, I can teach you this. I can lay out the landscape for you guys. And then you can consult enterprises and people. So you're expounding your possibilities, right? You'll know how to calculate pricing, do the market cap. And there's going to be a big difference. Just as Steve said, the piggyback, it's price and value, right? They're totally two separate things, right? But you have to know how to calculate them. So Doge was a perfect example. We know Doge is a people's coin. We don't want people to automatically assume, hey, because I have 5 billion Doge coins, it's going to go up to $5 and now I'm going to be a trillionaire. You know, it doesn't work like that, right? There's actually a rhyme and reason to this. And you're going to definitely understand this by the time you guys leave. You're going to know, you're going to understand how money flows into the market. And overall, you're going to have a overview of the psychology in this market cycles, right? And that's super, super important.
Appreciate that. So listen, the link for that same website is in the right here in the chat, right? So everybody just grab that and just bookmark it. You can just go through it in case you missed something. Everything that we just said, 'cause somebody asked, is going to be in the course. And then, you know, there's going to be some extra shit thrown in there that we didn't mention, which is going to be beneficial. So that link, you need the discount code. So it's for members only. Guys, listen, don't spread this to non-members on the code. Let them get inside the university, even if they paid for 1 month just to get in. Trust me, I've done free and it doesn't work. People don't show up. There's no, you know, there's no value in free. So if someone has an issue with just coming together and just scrambling the money, I set up a 2-pay, right? So you pay half. There's a $25 setup fee, but you'll pay half today or when, and then you'll pay the other half the following week, right? If somebody needs a little bit more assistance, then just add a member, hit me on the back and we can work something out. I don't want to go into 4 pays really, but again, I don't want somebody missing out on something because of money, because this is an investment that's going to make you money. So we have the 2-pay set up. That's a different site. You guys have to request that. So the way that you request it is you go to Discord. Right now in Discord, in the VIP section, meaning if you're a non-member, you're not going to see this information, right? In the VIP section, I have that same link that I just dropped, and I have a, so I'll kind of show you it, so that way you guys can see it.
I just dropped the link to the Discord in the chat for anybody who's not a member already.
All right, so when you go here and you hit the buy now, it's going to take you to a cart, right? In the cart, you're going to see $9.97, but then that discount code is there. It's going to lower it and take off $500. That's how you're going to get the price if you want to just buy it now. The dates we have set up already. Now, again, if you need the 2-pay, I have a separate link for the 2-pay. That's just going to give you, you know, it's going to break it down into 2. It's $248.50, but then plus the 25. The 25 is charged on the first week, and then the next week there's an auto charge. And guys, don't have me regret this either. The whole canceling, and I've had this with people in the group too. They come inside the group and they put a dispute in with PayPal. It ties us up completely. Do not do that. You could reach out to Champ and I'm the one that handles the PayPal situation. Reach out to me. I'm not that sort of guy, right? You don't have to go to PayPal or your bank. Guys, you know, losing their debit cards and then throwing everything in the mix, causing me like pain. It takes a while to do this. I've gotten even to a point now where it's just like, yo, fuck it. Go ahead. But again, too many derogatories, guys. It shuts down the play. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't make me regret this at the end of the day, because I will never give these options again. You have it or you don't. Like I said, there's a new group that's flowing in here and they're super active, guys. So again, this is for my members now. And then once you put in the discount code, it's going to apply it. Now on the 2-pay, it'll already be the discounted link. You just have to hit me in the DM in Discord or however you reach me. We'll just verify that you're a member and I'll send you the direct link to the 2-pay. And then our dates, we're looking at the first class is running. And guys, we're not trying to pack up these classes. So it's going to be, you know, you're just going to have to get on the cycle. If you miss a week, you will have the pre-recording. You can just go back and play it, try to get it done before the following class, if possible, because the course is stacking on each other. And we're not going backwards, guys. We are not going to allow people to ask questions from course 1 in day 3, right? We got to just keep it moving. That's why we do the Q&A at the end of each class. And then if something needs to be addressed, then it'll be addressed at the beginning of the next class. So we're not running over. So we know Memorial Day's coming up. So we have the first class we have is the 31st of May, right? And so that's a Tuesday. And then the class after that is June 2nd.
June 2nd.
So May 31st, first class, June 2nd. Champ, you want to drop that in the chat?
Yeah.
This is session 1. The second week of session 1 is going to be the following week. So it's going to be the 7th and the 9th. of June. And then after that, we go to 14th and the 16th, and then the 21st to the 23rd. Those are the first two sessions that we're releasing. So session 2, the 14th and the 16th, the 21st and the 23rd June. If you miss session 1 day and you want a live class in the next session, that's not happening. You have to go with the pre-recorded situation, right? We don't want to allow too much flexibility. Just commit to it. Like I said, the recordings are going to be easy to get through. They're not going to be a whole lot of Q&As, the same way a professor teaches, with no interruptions until we open up the floor for that. So it's going to be easy to flow through the sessions with the least amount of distractions, right? And this is why we're trying to keep it to 10 apiece. 100 is the number now because of just the amount of people that are showing interest. So 10 people, and then you might have a class where we can handle 20 once we start to get through the flow of things. And then, like I said, if you don't make it there, then once the pre-recorded situation comes about, then you'll just be going through, a system of watching the pre-recorded. Question and answers. Do you have an actual start date for the first cohorts yet? Yes. So I don't know if I answered that prior to you asking, but judging by the time, yeah. So we got all the dates. Champ just put them in the chat. Once we purchase, will we always have access to the material? Yes. So the material, the first day, once you purchase, before the class starts, you're gonna get a intro, a welcome situation. It's gonna give you everything that you need prior. So all the exchanges, we have a couple different sites where you can get news from. You just have to have all those accounts set up. You need to order your ledger or whatever cold storage wallet you're gonna have. You're gonna have your ebooks, and you'll have your prerequisite for the course, so you'll know what to follow. And then even the health and wellness, all that stuff's gonna be laid out. So it's not just me talking for you to go back. You'll have the recipes, you'll have the stretches, you'll have the meditation, you'll have the music, the playlist that I listen to when I'm, meditating. I have, all the apps that I use for breathing. You'll have all of it. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. You guys could really repackage this package and resell to others. So even just in that health and wellness situation, it helps me with all aspects of life. When my kids are bugging out, my wife, she's funny. She'll say, listen, I choose peace today, right? You just have to figure out how to choose peace. People are going to be in a bad state in the next coming months, right? You got to sidestep the shit. You got to sidestep. And I'm not saying not help, but you can't add to people's problems. So yes, you'll have everything at your disposal that's yours to keep. Raise hands. I got about 5 more minutes to play with you guys on this one.
All right, we got one hand up.
Yeah, iPhone. There's no name to it, but got an iPhone. Just say who you are.
Oh, it's not registering me. I switched phones. I have a new phone. It's not you. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you. What's up, Kanisha?
Hey,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. What was my question? So the sessions will be live.
Yes.
So when you're saying the first 10, that's what I'm getting confused with.
So if 20 people signed up today or before the first session, we can't pick all 20, right? So we're going to go with the first 10 that come in that order to open up the date for the 31st, right?
Gotcha.
Yep.
So, okay. So if it's more than 10 people that signed up, we won't be able to be on the live. It'll just be the recording.
No. You'll be on the live. Remember, we gave you a second date. So it's going to be concurrent Tuesday, Thursday for 2 weeks. And then the following week, Tuesday, Thursday. So you might not make session 1, but you might make the the second session. You understand?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's going to keep running.
So it's just 2 sessions. So it's not all of those dates. It's just whatever 2 days. So it's basically the Tuesday and the Thursday, 7 to 9, and that's it.
For 2 weeks. No, for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
So, for 2 weeks. So if you come in right now, you'll have May 31st, June 2nd, right? That's going to be day 1, day 2. Remember, we have 4 days, right?
Gotcha.
Day 3 is going to be the following Tuesday, and day 4 is going to be the following Thursday. So you'll be with us for 2 weeks. We're just spreading it out over 2 weeks and 4 days.
Okay. I got
Yeah.
you.
We just wanted to take our time with it, because if we give everything in one, 8-hour session, I don't think people are going to be able to go back and actually work through it. So we want to make sure every day that we follow up with the prior session to make sure everybody's done.
Okay, and so we need to go. So to go ahead and attempt to make May 31st, basically, we need to go ahead and sign up today, maybe.
Yeah, but listen, we only have 11 or however much people on this call. There's not a whole bunch.
Right.
Once I'm going to wait to put the recording out probably tomorrow. But again, it's only going to members only first. And then after that, like I got a whole bunch of Black enterprise people. I want to put them on ice, but not for too long. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So they'll get it after.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you.
Daniel just asked, can we access the course from the phone? Yes, you can, but your laptop is preferable because we're going to be showing you certain things that we're going to run you through certain things, and you may want to, hone in. But definitely, you can watch it, and then you always have the playback as well.
And I think the only thing with the phone is if we drop an attachment. I've noticed people with the phone don't normally get the attachment, but any attachment we drop, you're going to have anyway, right? So yeah, so again, if you need to do the phone, then do the phone. But playbacks would be given right after. We're going to submit the playbacks right to you. So even if you did miss some or you came in late, let's say an hour into the session, do not interrupt the session. We can't go back. Just go back to the recording and pick up, where we started.
Or you missed.
Yeah, exactly. Any more questions? Hey, Praveer, I'm going to stop the recording after. Does anybody else have a question?
Yes,
All right.
I'm here.
Go ahead, shoot. Did somebody say they had a question?
No, you said my name.
Oh, okay. I'm stopping the recording.